Who girl? I'm here. I cannot tell you how hard it was to get here today. I have been fighting with my computer. I have such a bad headache. I tried to eat my dinner and I couldn't eat it because it gave me the ick. Oh my god, I've had a day. I've had such a... My provider didn't show up at work today. Work was stupid. Everything went wrong. I'm literally only here to bitch and whine and moan. I'm here to tell you my day was some straight booty cheeks. Straight booty cheeks. And I don't want to think about it. I want to do anything else. I want to do anything else except for think about my booty cheeks day. Okay, and Reese's back to 9/11. I forgot to be reading things. Tyrio, congratulations on First and Sammy. Thank you for the Spotify, and hello Arctic and hello Callum. Hello Callum. And hello Ollie, I'm so happy to see you as well. And hello Rotten, and hello Tyrio, and hello Monkey who's committing 9/11, and hello Pio, and hello Ollie, and hello Sammy, and hello Reese. Yeah, Callum is now officially a column. Sorry. Oh, wait. I forgot to turn my lights on. No, there we go. Got it. Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander, and welcome home. I'm tired. I am here. Hello, Athene. It's been a minute. Hope you're well. I'm here. I'm here, and that's the best you're getting today. I'm here. I'm in one piece. I'm a wide awake alert. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. Something. Bro's a lake. I'm a lake. I'm a lake. Why has everyone had a biblically bad day? Biblically bad kind of day.
Imagine being gay. Totally couldn't be me.
Hello, Remy. I'm having a stroke. I better make sure I turn the closed captioning on today, because you will not be able to understand me, and honestly, neither will I. Hello, closed captioning? Are you working? There we go. Ooh, boy, it's strong time. My name's Bonds Joms. I'm having a bondulance. Oh wait, I wanted to. I like pinning. This music's too goddamn loud. Chill out. Where's Reese's 9/11 monkey? I want to pin that one. I like pinning somebody at the beginning of the stream. There it is. All right, pinned. Perfect. Remember when you had the blurry vision a while ago? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you good? No. It's not the tragedy. Sorry, you're right. It's monkey hitting you. It's the tragedy of my creation.
Get dominated.
Treasure train? A treasure train has started? Why is it not called a hype train? Why is it called a treasure chain? I don't like it. I like my hype trains. Ugh. Okay. You can't see it. I split my lip right there, like, because my lips are dry, and I cut it right there. Awful. It hurts literally so much. Also, okay, I'm looking at the, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. I'm looking at the closed captioning, which is probably like about here because of the Twitch thing that I have on. And watch when I say cuz. C-U-Z. Why is it the cuz is the shortened version of because, which I know, like, you would be saying cause, which is like, there's a difference between because I am doing this and the cause of this thing. And I'm just being like, oh yeah, because I got this thing going on. I don't think C-U-Z is a word. I think it's just shortened, an incorrectly shortened. Is C-U-Z a word? It's in the fucking dictionary. It's an informal conjunction. That's crazy. I did not know that was actually a word. I legit thought it was like an incorrect shortening of it. I use it, but I was like, I had no idea that that was actually like coined as like, that is the proper like spelling of the word cuz. Because that just looks so stupid. It looks like text lingo. Oh my god, ow. I use cuz. Z is too harsh, but cuz is correct. Yeah, I don't like either of them. And I don't like you saying I use cuz Z is too hard, but cuz is correct. It's no longer a word. It's stopped being a word now. I'm gonna be real. I have struggled getting stream set up today. I had to download a new application. Let me see if this is working. Can you see my screen? It seems to be working fine. I could not. The way that I'm doing this, because I don't know if you guys know how my setup works, but obviously I have my tablet here, and like I'm doing this, and you are seeing it through a mirroring app, right? I have a mirroring app on my computer that takes the screen of my screen and also puts it on my PC, and then I'm recording it through a capturing device on my PC through OBS to capture the screen as a scene. It's fairly simple, but I paid money for this app because I knew I would need it a lot, and I did. I have. But like, it's just the app just wouldn't work today. I can't get stream tonight, but can I know what character you're drawing before I have to go? I'm going to attempt to draw Xander today. God forbid we'll see if I can do it. We will see if I am capable of doing it. Oh, my head hurts. I've not been able to draw today. I've not been able to write today. Yawning hurts because I split my lip. There goes all of the lore. Chat is loring it up. Those of you who don't know who Xander is, listen, man, that's a fucking shame. We have lore. We've had it for years. There's 5 episodes out. The 6th episode we're working on. It's just really, really hard for me and Ollie to find time to meet up right now. But I'm really trying. I'm trying, man. The next episode will come out. And all of the episodes after it will. I won't tell you how many there are. But this is Xandor. This is my little guy. He is my character in the lore. He's taken several developments over the years in terms of his design, but this is what he looks like. I'm just gonna try to get a character sheet down for him, just because if there's a character I should know how to draw, it's him. Oh, and also, after stream, I'm gonna get this up here. So by the end of today, starting tomorrow, you can thank your friendly local Rotten, that the Xander updated drawing will be put on the merch website, in specifically 2 sizes. This is the 18 by 24 size. And I've totally just crashed my thing trying to do that. Can you not crash, please? I beg you. Can I ask really nicely for you to not crash? I shouldn't have zoomed in. I'm sorry. Please! Anyways, this poster will be up once it's done crashing. It'll be up on the merch website, which is Fourth Wall. There's a link in chat now. The whole thing's crashed. The whole thing's gone. My art's too good. It's too powerful. Nope, not that. Not my pronouns. But yeah, anyways, it'll be up in sizes 18 by 24 and 12 by 18. So you'll be able to get those. They'll be uploaded by the end of today. I might also add that XR drawing that I did and the Ad Astra poster, since that one is not up. So I'm gonna throw those guys up. But until then, I'm gonna attempt, and by gods do I mean attempt, to draw Xander. Okay. I'm gonna select this really quickly. Share PNG. Save. Night, Sammy. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry stream started at the middle of the night. All right. So. Oh, I'm also gonna grab this as just I need some references for my boy. The thing is, normally when I get, can I say, hang on, wait. You need to sound more confident. Say, I can draw Xander because I am a good drawer and I can do good things. Okay. I can draw Xander because I am a good drawer and I can do good things. I forgot my line. Line! I forgot my line. I'm really struggling to focus today, and I'm also struggling to just do basic tasks today, so I'm gonna try my best. And normally when I come on the stream, I've normally done all the hard part, that is planning the poses. Like I normally am like, okay, these are kind of the pose ideas that I want, and I plan them off stream. I didn't have the time today. So I did not plan my poses off stream. So I have no clue what I want to do. The thing is, I know for a fact, based off of like the design that Xander has, I'm gonna want one like head to toe standing pose, because everybody has at least one head to toe standing pose. You know, we got Zadkiel's on the right, Azazel's on the left, Azazel's sitting, but whatever. Myra's on the right. Genesis does not have a head to toe, but she very close does. Kane's head to toe is him curled up over the toilet, which is very fitting for him. Sawyer's is sitting in the car. So I need like at least one like solid head to toe pose. Doesn't have to necessarily be standing it. I will not be drawing him straight jorking it. That's not on the list. What do you mean you want Vegemite Vogel's toast? You guys, I don't understand your language, funny man. So that's that. So I need like one like head to toe pose. It looks like I generally do like at least one like close up headshot. Yeah, so at least one like shoulders up like close up headshot, so I can get like the scarring like facial stuff really well defined. And I might do that one slightly turned so we can get some ear detail done. And then girl, I don't know what poses. I was thinking maybe him like reaching his hand out, because that I also want to do at least one of him shirtless so we can show off what's going on under there with all of the runes and the scars. But like all of that. So I don't know exactly what the plan is. If you guys have any pose ideas for our beloved boy, I would be open to just any idea. I could do bust. This is the hardest part, riding a unicycle. So that's probably not on my list, but hey, I won't count it out. I've checked my DMs, and Voracious, that is also not going to be, that's for sure. I'm much more likely to draw the unicycle. Much more likely for the unicycle. Shirt on buttons, sitting in grass, hair flowing in the wind. That I very much could do that. I was thinking for the shirt open, I was thinking to do something with the river, but I like in the garden, but I don't know if I want to do anything there. Like the whole like bathing in the river, because I'd be like, that's an excuse for him to be shirtless. Or like something with the runes. Look up gladiator hand in wheat scene. I know exactly what scene you're talking about. Gladiator hand in wheat. It's a very from the behind pose. But it is such a good scene. As a horse. Yeah, but the vibes are good. As a horse is really an intense suggestion. There's so much. There's a ballerina pose. Draw his horse persona. Hey guys, your suggestions blow. I'm kidding. I promise I love you. He does not have a horse Sona, unfortunately. I hate to be the bearer of that news. Okay. I just want to do like, okay, so I need just like a really simple, at the very least, I need at least one, like really simple, just like bust. Like I needed to like, so like, where's my, I want a bigger sketch pen. Right, so I need at least one that's just like, I draw my heads just so long. Like I know he's got a fairly like, you know, oh my god. He's got like a very like strong facial structure, but like it doesn't need to be ridiculous. I say drawing just the harshest facial structure ever. But like something along these lines of like, because I want to get a little bit of a side view, get that nose in there. Eyes and shit. Maybe do it as like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I was trying to like do like a turned head. There's the ear over there. Like something kind of like drop that shoulder down. I struggled to do like, I really struggled to draw like interesting shaped busts just at all. I don't know why. But something along this line to get like a, I don't know, some kind of like quick bust. I need to figure out how I draw Xander's hair just ever. Because I do it differently pretty much every time I draw his hair, which is like, I guess that is realistic. But like it is sure inconvenient. For at least a couple of these, his hair is going to be braided, and then the rest of them, it can be unbraided. Like it, because it can, in fact, be both, but it is very often portrayed as braided. So something like this. The whole point being like to get like up close and like be able to see like the scars and shit. And like the earrings that we've got going on, these guys. And like I think he's got an industrial on that side. I'll have to double check. Something like that. So it'll be like something along this line. Will be this quick one. And I'll probably give him like his actual like top. I don't remember what his top looks like. I'll have to go back and look right now. And I forget he has horns. Oh god. This dude is so okay. This is I know what his top looks like. I feel like it keeps changing. Because it used to be the button-up collar and the big wide sweater, and then it wasn't. And then in the most recent drawing I did of him, it wasn't that wide neck, like boat neck sweater anymore. It was this like, it was here, but then it had this little cutout, like there. Like I keep like getting these like little updates that I do that like I do prefer the way they look. But my God, I anybody who does Xander fan art, I appreciate you immensely, because I cannot explain to you, like when I first designed Xander, I did not design him for longevity. Like I was just like, what's the coolest shit I can make for like my Sona? How many different symbols can I like shove into him? He used to have an Eye of Ender choker in his very, very, very first design. He had an Eye of Ender choker. Like it was just like, oh, how many cool Minecraft things can I throw in there? And he's just so incredibly over-designed and so complicated and just so bright. Like he's not like, it's just, I probably would not design him like this anymore, but I don't know what I would change. I just know that, oh my God, stop it. I don't know what I would change, but it's so much. She has brown hair and snake scales. Hey, you've got a lot more to Olive than that, because you got like an idea of what she looks like. Xander, I'm so fucking stoked. Holy shit, I can finally legally watch the English dub of one of my favorite animes. Legally? Let's go, huge. That's dope. I'm sorry you could only illegally watch it previously. I gotta stop drawing my eyes the size of dinner plates. And also his eyes aren't black. I'm just kind of adjusting. Kind of trying to like make this look semi-normal. I don't know what semi-normal is going to end up meaning for here, but I don't know, something like this. That's like kind of sort of there. So that's like that's one of him. Nope, I didn't get your joke until I read your two messages together. I didn't. I had to read them together because when I looked over, they were two separate messages. And it wasn't until I looked in front of me to see them together that I was like, damn right. Damn right, that is what his top looks like. I'm glad we're all in that agreement. I'm glad that that's a collective agreement. This is another fun topic. Fun topic. I remember. I really thought we were going to ease into this one, but Xander likes being pegged by his large what? All right, you're getting pinned. That's pinned now. You're welcome to being pinned. That's been pinned. Indeed, Xander likes being pegged by his large wife. What even is the lore man? Oh, yes, I made it! Ollie has won the pin. Girl, I don't know what this lore is. Do we even have real lore anymore? Who cares? Maybe the lore Xander should be specified. No. Anyways, so I remember once upon a time, very long ago, when we very first started coming up with these ideas for these characters and first started bringing up the concept of like, okay, what if these characters get big? What if we have a community? What if we have like people who want to like interact with the lore? What are our boundaries? We had that discussion as a group. And I've always been the only one in the group that has the most extreme layer of I don't give a fuck. Like everybody else kind of had like a little bit of like very reasonable, very normal boundaries. I'm not saying I'm in the right here. I'm the weird one, just to be clear. The group all had like very reasonable, very normal boundaries around like what it's okay and not okay to do with our characters. Like things that would be like, oh, this crosses a line, or I'm not comfortable with that, or I'd rather the community respect this. That all like we're like, okay, yep, we'll put those out as like, you know, if you're gonna make fan art, if you're gonna make whatever, bro. I was the one that was like, I don't fucking care. It's a character. You want to write porn about my character? Go crazy. You want to draw nudes of my character? Go nuts. I don't give a fuck. Like, I think that shit's hilarious. If I was a big content creator, you know I'd be searching up my name on AO3 to find out what kind of crazy, dirty shit people write about me. Like, that's the rule. The rule is you gotta share it. The rule is you don't have to tell me why. You don't have to tell me why. Or you don't have to tell me who it's by. But it needs to be on a publicly accessible forum that I can find. Yeah, Ali, you were really afraid of the idea of them drawing me and you, like our character being sexual together. That was like a pretty harsh line that you're like, yeah, no, I'm not okay with that. And I was like, that's totally, absolutely 100% fine. Like, and that makes a lot of sense. But I just don't give a fuck. You and I weren't there yet. Me and you weren't ready to face us fucking. I made Xander's Horsona. Rotten, that just can't be what you've spent your morning on. Where is this? Xander mini fridge. I hate it. I hate it. I'm rapidly losing faith in you. Why's it got jeans? I found out we were streaming because of our standard. Yeah, that checks. That checks as a way to find that out. And then you saying you'd be fine with smut of Tara with any character except for character Xander. No shade to character Xander, but they're friends. Feels like the strangest like stance to have, and it feels much more reasonable to be like because character Xander's a guy, because that like if that was it to take that I'd be like okay, but I know that like. I don't know. It's like their friends thing is generally why people ship people, but I don't actually give a fuck because I don't care about smut with any of the characters. But if people wanted to do shit, I wouldn't care about my character. You can do whatever with whoever. It feels wrong because they're so explicitly meant to be friends. Shipping them ruins it. The only thing I could see is because they were raised together by Eleonora, they almost feel sibling. Like it's almost sibling-esque, and that's a little weird for me. But like if it's like the taboo almost. That was hey, St. Choppy. Hello. Wait, hang on. My chat moves and I can't find you again. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you doing? How's the gender going? The gender journey's going great. I'm very gay, very dude. I got top surgery forever ago. I guess it's been over a year now, which is crazy. But yeah, no, life is going good over here. Unironically, one of the few concerns I had to Reese talking with the Olive and Tara smut, like saying like OTP, I'll write Olive and Tara smut. That was one of my only like ones that I was nervous about. I don't give a fuck if people write Olive and Tara smut because I also kind of ship it, and I also have a piece of fan art that I found on Pinterest that looks like it's Olive and Tara, like almost exact, but only because I was afraid of the type of person who specifically would write that. Like, because there's like a way that it'd be like, oh yeah, ship the girlies, that I was like, okay, that could be fun. And then there's the ones of like, fuck the main character, he's unimportant, I hate him. Like, if you got rid of him, the show would be better, just have these two. That was the type of person that I was worried about. But if it was just like, yeah, like go for the girlies, it's like the difference between like there's like Victor and Jace shippers who like it because they have chemistry, and there's Victor and Jace shippers who ship them because they hate Mel. And that's like a completely different type of person, and like I did not want to interact with that type of person in the community or anywhere else, that I'm like, oh god, it's a thin line you gotta walk. It's a thin line of what type of person is in the community. If it's ignore the straight ship to make a gay ship, I've got it's a questionable border of if this is a very normal person or just not the type of person I want to interact with. The lines are thin and often blurred. Even as somebody who generally prefers the gay ships over the straight ships, but that's usually because they're written better. He can watch is crazy. See, and that's well written. If you're like, yeah, Olive and Tara fuck, but Xander gets to watch, then it's like, okay, this is inclusive. This is inclusive. Not the point, but I love Mel. I do not feel great about her with Jace. I don't have any dislike of Mel. She's not my favorite character because I generally don't enjoy political based characters. Like that's just like a general thing for me. I don't have anything against Mel as a character. I just don't like political like storylines. I'm not a huge fan of it. Caitlyn also wasn't my favorite with all of that stuff because I don't like it. It's not my flavor. But I liked Jace and Victor because they had really well written chemistry, and Mel and Jace's chemistry always felt political and transactional. And I know there were emotions and love in it, but I struggled to see Mel and Jace's relationship as anything other than political and transactional. So I just like wasn't invested in it. Like, and that had nothing to do with like Mel's character or Jace's character or Victor's character or like any of that. I think if Mel and Jace's relationship was written better, I would have had more interest in that. I just couldn't get past the like, I'm clearly using you and you're clearly using me. Like it's mutual. It wasn't ever abusive. It was very mutual, but it just felt so transactional. Like, even when it was emotional, it was, like, emotionally transactional. Where it's like, I need comfort right now, and I'm going to get that from you, and then I'm going to go back and do what I was working on. And I know that's kind of how relationships work. But there's just, I don't know. I just never really got into it. But, like, I much prefer Jace and Victor because it felt mutually beneficial rather than mutually transactional. Like, it was more of like, I need this thing and you have it, and you have this thing and I need it. And like, somehow it's more of a, we are completing each other's like needs rather than I give you this, you give me this, and we go our separate ways. Like there's just such a slight difference to it. And Mel and Jason are not the only couple I've ever ran into where I felt that way about the relationship. God, I don't know how to draw Xander right now. I got one kind of sort of sketch here. I wanted to do like a I kind of had Canon Mel as Arrow, but not Ace, so I kind of want her to be off, not with them. I don't know why. It's always been in my heart. I could see that. I could see that headcanon. Like I would not be like absolutely floored if it was like, yeah, she's Arrow. I kind of fuck with Arrow Mal, especially then because that honestly that kind of makes the transactionalness of it make sense and feel realistic. If it is like I'm not Ace, but I am Arrow. Like, this sex is transactional. Me and you are mutually benefiting from having sex. I'm not really super into you. I don't need to this like long detailed relationship with you. Me and you gotta go bone, and then like I gotta get back to work. And that feels like a reasonable relationship to have, and also feels reasonable then why Jace and Mel would be fine when Jace ends up with Victor. If Jace ends up with Victor, like in AU, obviously I know how the story, the book, the TV show goes. But like in like the AU world where it's like Jace and Mel would totally be fine because it was a transactional relationship where both of them clearly benefited. And then Jace is like, hey, I found something else that like is fulfilling to me. And she's like, all right, chill, like deuces, see you later. I also like Mel and Savika, but I fear as a crack ship, that's crazy. That would be funny as hell. There's a show I used to watch where I had canon that MC is Arrow Ace, but I was the only person on Earth with that opinion. I swear nobody headcanons anybody arrow ace. Like, it's so hard to like get that community. I could totally see Jinx as a hypersexual ace. I could totally see that. I wish more people wrote hypersexual aces. I feel like that's like an underrepresented community. Underrepresented community. Sorry, I did not make that sentence clear. Coughs. Me headcanning a character as zero ace, but then they start to show signs of being interested in another character. I honestly, even I'm guilty. I don't write a lot of arrow ace characters at all. I think I have, is it Brianna that I've written as ace, but not arrow. Like that Brianna is written as ace, but I'm also like, that was never like actually determined. It was just like an idea that I had floated. And maybe, yeah, okay, so maybe it was Genesis. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't touched their story in forever. But like, one of them was written as ace. And yeah, no, you're right, because Brianna had a previous relationship. Yeah, this is Genesis. I love everybody immediately being like, no, idiot. This one. I know nobody actually said idiot. Just like lightheartedly of like, man, but this own thing about my characters, and everybody's like wrong, and I'm like, damn, I was close. And I know. Sorry, Ollie and I both corrected you. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm guilty of making half my characters arrow ace. Don't worry, I'll make up for it. You gotta make up for it. I'm having dried apple chips with apple seltzer. You're just remaking the apple. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. It's something I lack. It's something I don't write a lot of. I want to write more of it, but I just don't. I just don't. It's not something that comes up in my, like, in my character wheel often. Honestly, writing Kane is my first time actually writing a hypersexual character. Like, I don't really write a lot of, like, I don't know how to say, like, I don't write my character's sexuality into their character almost ever. Like, a lot of my characters are, like, gay or queer or whatever, like, but, like, it's not, like, a shining, like, important piece of their lore, so it just doesn't really come up a whole lot. So, like, it's not something that I'm often, like, agonizing over of, like, oh, is my character this way or this way when it comes to, like, even, like, arrow ace. Like, I, like, identify, like, okay, who are they attracted to or not attracted to? But then, like, it doesn't really go very well, go very far past that. And Kane is the first time I've been trying to, like, actually take the time to sit and explore my character's, like, relationship with sex. I fear my characters include, in their entirety, a mermaid with no concept of sexuality and 2 gay men. I have characters who are gay or who are or I don't have any trans characters. No, I have Brianna, but I don't have any finished, like, fully completed trans characters. Brianna's very in the developments as a character still, so she's on the edges of everything. But, like, I don't have any characters that I've written that are like, how do I say, like, that like sexuality is like the forefront of their story. Like, Jace is bi, but it just doesn't matter. Azazel is gay, but it just doesn't matter. Like, Zadkiel's pan and gender really doesn't matter at all to him. Embry is pan and it just really doesn't matter to them. Like, I just write it that gender just doesn't fucking matter to people because it doesn't matter to me. And I really struggle to write it when it really does matter. Like, being really distinctive about, like, I only am attracted to one gender. Because, like, that is not an idea I'm super familiar with. So I'm just like, it's not something I have a whole lot of representation for in my characters. arm too long. My characters are always either hypersexual or asexual, and there's never any in between. Help. I am the in-betweens. Some of my characters straight up don't have sexualities. I never gave Jenny a clear sexuality. And that's fair. I am not somebody whose like characters are straight until proven otherwise. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, my characters are gay until proven otherwise. But like, for a lot of people, it really is the default of like, you assume most of your characters are straight until like, you're like, oh, okay, like I've done some character soul searching and I've decided this character is actually gay. All right, cool. Next. Is head too small, body too big. I'm really struggling today. Oh my god. All right, that'll be like my like full body view. And I'll try to, I'm thinking of doing like this kind of hair. You know, have like a little bit of it come in here. That feels like something I can do. Sometimes I forget their sexualities and have to reassign them. Jenny being anything but straight would baffle me, but maybe that's because of her traditionalism. This is an interesting conversation to me. Sometimes I feel like people perceive Jenny drastically differently than I do because she's Catholic. Yeah, I think that's specifically very true. I think a lot of people hear Catholic and end up hearing like, oh, she's very traditional. But I think people don't always assume that like people can be religious, even traditionally religious, like something like Catholicism, and still be, especially for their time, remembering like the time that Jenny lives in, not be like the traditional housewife. Because I mean, like, based off of the story that I know of Ginny, she does not exactly fit into the traditional housewife, traditional woman's roles very well. There's a reason her and Sam click so well. One of my characters has a lot more lore relevant sexuality, but that's because he's fucking old and has some weird, not necessarily negative feelings about it. I have also never seen Ginny as queer. Like, but like I never assumed she'd be queer. I don't necessarily think she's not. I don't think I've ever assumed she'd be queer. I would be a little surprised, like be like, oh, that's cool, but like I wouldn't be like, she's what? But like I do assume she's straight. But I feel like she's like one of those straight where she's like, yeah, I used to look at women's butts in the locker room in high school, but like, you know, everybody does that. And like, do you know what I mean? It'd be like, I feel like that'd be like, she'd be one of those women who are like, yeah, every woman thinks other women are gorgeous, but like, I'm not attracted to them. Like one of those kind of thing. I think that's like a funny version in my head. All those characters keep on coming up, and I know nothing except old and hot. Help. The answer is old and hot, and also a lot of other things, but. I might actually do this as low shirt Xander. What an opportunity for low shirt Xander. I will get everyone here to tell me about their OCs. Bro, I'll tell you everything, please. Please, I want to talk about my OCs. I know this is literally my stream and I can talk about them all the time, but I think both she and Sam try to conform to traditional gender roles in their own ways, but also struggle because they feel like they'll never fit into those roles. So I can see both of them being queer, but it's also not confirmed one way or another. Yeah. Zan, you should check up on the horse again. I don't want to, man. I don't. Oh. It's become more rotten, if you know what I mean. This is better. I'm not wearing pants anymore, which feels worse. But I feel like because it's a horse, that's more correct. It is, that does seem more right. I like it more than the last horse. I think this is a horse improvement. I'm looking for pose references right now and I feel so bashful. I feel like such a whore. Oh, bro, I have an entire category of my what's the word? What is this? I have an entire category in my Pinterest. Let me see what it's called, because I have it saved. Where's my Pinterest board? I think it's in my art one. Is it in everything art? Yeah, I have an entire category in my everything art folder called Spice, which is just like it's not porn, because it's Pinterest. But it's just like really intimate and or like exposed, like intimate and or exposing like poses. So like a lot of them are. What? Ollie, what are you making me draw? I'm so embarrassed. I don't know how to ask for what I want. I'm not Xander. I don't draw porn. All right. All right. I'm catching strays in my own chat. Well, like, no, a lot of the ones that I have are just, like, they're very intimate poses where people are, like, they're obviously like, being held very closely or, like, pressed up against each other or, like, just, like, they're very intimate. It's not porn, they're clothed, I am just shy. Ollie was so shy to ask me to give, was it Milan, a happy trail? She's like, I just want, like, if I could just suggest maybe something. I was like, happy trails. You want him to have a happy trail? She's like, yeah. Like, yeah. Ali is so easily bashful. Versus yesterday, I drew D&D art for one of my D&D characters and another D&D character dancing. And the immediate thing was like, it looks right. Can you make her boobs bigger? And I went, oh yeah, absolutely. And went and made her boobs bigger. Wait, I can show you guys. Hang on, I have to make sure it doesn't reveal anything. But I have new XR art. Does anybody here like XR? I don't know if y'all know XR. But XR got a new festival outfit. And XR and Diana were dancing. Oh, I can't quite show it to you like that because of the page assist. You'll see everything. Um, I think it might be small enough that you won't be able to see, but I'm still gonna like, hang on. There we go. Yay! XR got a festival outfit and was dancing with one of my other party members, Diana. And I was like, wait, this is so fun. But she's, they were making custom outfits for people. So she has like an outfit that fits her body. Like it has 4 sleeves specifically. And nothing else happened that day. Nothing else bad happened at all during that entire session. They just danced and everyone is happy and no one died. It was a very happy event. Everything was really great. My original commission was going to be Nora in some kind of stretching pose. I was trying to prepare to ask her to give her armpit. Bro, nobody cares. Emily fucking loves armpit hair on women. Also, yeah, Ollie, yeah. It's all, none of us care even a little bit. I just don't understand how you can feel like a whore for wanting to draw armpit hair on a woman. On a woman. Like, I like, poorly disguised fetish. Alright, I've got some questions. I've got some questions and concerns. Hairy woman / pause. I've got no shame at all about drawing my men either completely bald and or hairy, depending on the man. Kane, bald ass type of guy. Sawyer, not that. Not that for sure. Okay. So I kind of wanted to do like wait, what are you saying? I don't feel embarrassed asking for things unless I find them hot. That's why I couldn't ask for the happy trail. Yeah, but it's hot. Only my one-shot D&D character was a Yeti woman with a happy trail. Real. You could ask for full bush and I wouldn't give a fuck. Indeed. I will put her in clothes. I will. I ask Emily to do the clothed version. I'll do the naked version. I got you. I do the backup, the backup commission of just her naked. I mean, it's fair to be like, hey, how much hair should I give them? Yeah, no, I wouldn't give them hair without asking. Like, if you were like, hey, can you draw my character nude? I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. But I would need to know some things, like, what does her skin look like, and what's the hair situation in every place? You know, are we full bush? Are we baby smooth? Are we landing strip? Does she shave it into the shape of a heart? I mean, what are we working with? If I was both a woman and also sexually active, and it like in like this like one night stand kind of way, I would absolutely have a heart-shaped landing strip because I think that's the funniest fucking thing ever. Can you imagine being like, yeah, take me home, take my pants off, surprise, it's a heart, and I dyed it pink. Like, that's just so, that's so cunty. It's just, it absolutely eats. Like, it'd be so incredibly funny. I was honestly considering, I have my crust pants that I'm working on right now, and I was considering stitching into the fly of the zipper, because I've seen it on Pinterest before, stitching into the fly of the zipper, lucky you, because like I just think it's fucking awesome. I think that's so funny, and I unironically just might do that. I haven't finished my crust shorts. They've a long way to go. I've just been adding a bunch of the pins I've had or the patches I've had recently, finally getting them on. And while I've been doing that, I've been adding little stitching things. And I might just throw that on there because I think it'd be funny. I simply think it would be funny. Ali's attempting to hide her poorly disguised fetish, and all of us are also on the same track. You whispered the news of a happy trail to me, and I'm putting him in one. Like, give me the opportunity, give me the excuse to put a happy trail on this man. Please, for the love of everything beautiful. I like it a little unkempt. Toby Fox follows wherever I go. Yay, crust pantaloons. Yeah, my crust pantaloons. My crust jester pants. Trying to like... I really struggle with like this specific position. Like the kind of like hips forward pose. I struggle to get it to do what I want it to do. Eh. Hand reaches. This hand might be a little bit big. I might have to adjust it a little bit, but... I feel like this hand is a little bit too big for this foreshortening. Now I have to decide if I put a shirt on him in this position. I kind of don't want to. I just always crave drawing this dude naked. Perspective, crazy perspective, holy shit, love perspective. Thanks. Perspective is fun as fuck. Okay. So in theory, I could like tuck this right here. I can do at least one more pose. And I want to do something kind of like fun. I don't know how to perspective. It's all circles, baby. Literally all of it is circles. It's a life of circles. You got it, because you got to think, right? Quick interlude, quick drawing interlude. Arm, right? So arm. Arm like this. Hand. And these are fingies, right? So when you're turning it towards you, right, in this kind of angle, you're turning it towards you, these are going to stay the same, right? Your circle is still there. But this circle, you know, this circle, this circle, this circle, these circles, these are all circles still. But so now this circle is a little bit closer to us. So you're thinking about, like, you're taking this cylinder, yeah, right? And turning it to face you. So now it's like this, right? Like, do you see what I mean? So it's the same shape, but you're just like turning it to face you. So like you got like this cylinder is now here. Because if you're thinking like circle, 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 it's like circle, circle, circle. And then this is, you know, this kind of bulges out a little bit, so it's a little bit bigger. And this is smaller, but again, it's getting closer to you. So like it's smaller, but it's not going to be really changing much because it's getting closer. And then this hand is this like square shape. But now we're seeing it from this angle. And these fingers are like here. These fingers are essentially on top of each other. And there's going to be a thumb over here. Do you know what I mean? So like you're just kind of like whoop. But then also like if you want to make it real dramatic, you know, you've got your shoulder circle in the back. And everything's kind of coming out towards this, like, it's really coming towards you. And now the hand is, like, right here. So, like, this will all go away. And now your fingers are coming from here. Do you know, so, because, like, now it's, like, how, the difference in size between here and here determines how ridiculous that position is. So this one's like really coming at you. Versus this one's got like a little bit. It's just kind of like how warped you make it. Because it's always going to feel wrong that this is a small circle and this is a small circle and you're drawing this one bigger, but that's like how you force the perspective. Is like thing small, thing getting bigger, thing getting bigger, thing getting bigger, thing getting bigger. You know, thing big. At a certain point, you don't even see my arm. Where's my Xander? Alright, I gotta think of at least one more pose. I'm trying to think of like Xander vibes. What's this guy do? I think I finally found the vision. Let's go. I'm glad Emily's getting a commission from you. Or I guess you're getting a commission from her. But maybe both ways. Glad for Emily and for you. Collective. Oh, ads playing. For all of you who are here right now because you pay to not have to watch ads, I just need you to know you are important to me. And I think you are inherently morally good because you pay me money. And I think that's fair. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a fair decision. He said, yippee. And to all the stinky ad watchers. Daily affirmations. Daily affirmation, I believe in you. And I think you are morally good. Xander is glad I am live. So real. Xander, this gay stuff happening. The slow burn is burning. It is starting a match is lit. Let's go. Someone paid money for me to not get ads. So yeah, so you're morally good. Arctic's a phony is crazy. I'm trying to decide, like... I'm trying to decide in my head. Like there, so I was originally like, okay, I'm gonna do. That's not how this works. This is not how pants work. Hang on. Whatever, I'll figure that out in a second. That's super, none of that's correct. Well, I'll figure something out. But like, I was like, okay, so this is like most recent Xander. This is like, these are like garden-ish Xander. Do I do like a younger one? Do I do like a young like pit Xander? Or like village Xander? Or Lost Ark Xander? Hmm. Hmm. Commissioning people feels like taking my clothes off and twerking in front of them. See, I feel the need to apologize excessively. I'm always shocked by like people's like senses. This is a conversation we've had before, but I'm always shocked by people's sense of shame. Like I'm like always like consistently surprised like at how strong that is for people. Like, cause don't get me wrong, like I talk a lot about not having it, but I get ashamed of things. Like, you know, every once in a while I'm like, oh man, I really did this stupid thing, or I really like, you know, screwed this thing up for somebody, or like, you know, whatever. But like for something like that, like, I don't know, that I've been told over and over again is just like, oh, you know, it's not whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I take commissions that I don't feel that way, that because it's like I appreciate when people come to me with all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so like I don't have like that, like, oh god, I'm torturing them, oh god, I'm forcing them to do that, because like I know how much I appreciate when somebody has all of that. Like when they're like, okay, and I want it like this, and I want it like this, and I want it like this, or whatever. Now, if I do something that I know, like, as an artist, I would be annoyed with, then I'm like, oh, hey, like, you know, I know I'm really asking a lot, but like, can I make this happen? But when it's something I was like, oh yeah, if somebody asked me for this, I would never feel bad. You apologize when you twerk. You don't. I thank people. That's the real way to do it. You gotta remember, I get DMs of people asking me for body art for a living. That's true. I feel so bad asking for that. I get DMs literally daily of people asking for art. Both times I commissioned people on Instagram, they closed the commissions immediately after doing mine. Does that mean they hated it? No, it does not mean they hated it. It sometimes just means that people are like that, like they only have so much time for commissions. It means you got lucky. I keep drawing this dude's ears longer and longer. I gotta chill. I'm trying so hard to like draw a braid right now. I'm just I've gotten asked, yeah. No, it means their slots are filled. Sobs. I'm diseased. My babe, my girl, I like I can't tell if you're playing up the bit for fun or if you like you truly just need to like you every once in a while I think people need to have like that like reminder shoved into them of like, and this is like the loving way of like you are like super not the center of the universe kind of thing. Like and I don't mean that in like an insulting way of like you're full of yourself. I mean as in like people don't think about you as much as you think they do. Like if you're like, oh my god, like there's this like, and I know you know it's irrational, but I think like this is like a good reminder for people to hear every once in a while, and like not just for you, I mean like for my entire collective of chat. People really don't think about you as much as you possibly think they do. I've done a lot of commissions for people, and I couldn't tell you a single one where I was like really like I can't believe they asked for that, or like oh my god this kind of stuff like. It like it really is just like it just so doesn't matter even a little bit, especially when this is somebody's job and you're walking into somebody's job asking them to, God forbid, do their job. That like it's just one of those things that like I feel like it's good for people to remember like, hey man, they don't care, they will not remember you after today. Like it just simply isn't like that. Like even like I have people coming into work and like, oh my god, like I'm so embarrassed, but like can I like I just need to get like, you know, STI testing. I don't know how to do this, you know, I've never really asked for anything like this before. And I was like, but this is literally my job all day every day. The only thing I do is test people for STIs. That's my entire job. Like I don't do anything else. So there, you're my big reminder to everybody, just in general. I have not drawn his horns on any of these. My big reminder to everybody all over is just like you really don't matter as much as you think you do in other people's minds. Nobody's staring at you and thinking about your outfit all day. Nobody's staring at your hair. Nobody is horrified that you asked them to do their job. Like it, unless you were treating people absolutely crazy. I honestly, and this is a little ridiculous. I honestly, I think about people more when they act like almost frustratingly hard. Like they make it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Like, and you really, really got to push in the opposite direction for me to feel this way. But I've had a couple people that like I've tried to do commissions for. Ollie, you are not included in this, just to let you know. These are people I did commissions for on artistry. That like it was almost hard to do their commission because they were so unwilling to just be like, yeah, this is what I want. And they're like, I don't know, I have a couple ideas, but you can kind of do whatever. And I was like, I'm not asking to do whatever. I'm asking like, what do you want me to do? And they're like, well, I don't want to make you do anything or whatever. Like a couple different ideas, and like I could maybe send you some photos, but like if you just want to come up with it on your own, I was like, no, I don't want to come up with it on my own. Tell me what you would like. And they're like, well, I'm gonna give you a couple of options, and you can kind of pick whatever's gonna be easiest for you. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Send me the pose that you want me to draw, please. Like, do you want me to color this? Well, I mean, if it's not too much problem, if it's gonna be too much work, you can totally just do it. They said, I was like, brother, like if I, as the person doing the job, is just asking you, what would you like? It makes my job harder. If you are just like desperately trying to make it as easy as possible, it actually makes it harder to do the commission. Like, is it like there's some people take it to like a very extreme level. And like yesterday, I did that art, right? That art for my D&D character. And the other person I drew it for, like the other person in the drawing, immediately was like, these things are wrong. And I was like, oh shit, cool. Like, let me real quick change this. And it wasn't just one thing. It was the hair needs to be shorter, the boots need to be taller, the boobs need to be bigger, you're missing one of her moles. Like there was like the horns need to be curved more. Like it was a list of things that I just straight up got wrong. And it started with like, hey, thank you so much for the art. Can I tell you what's wrong with it? And I went, yeah, absolutely. List of things I need you to fix. And me being like, all right, cool, but let me work on those. Like that, it's really super that easy. And there are definitely people out there who it is not that easy with. And like, I know I don't speak for everybody. I'm really trying to get like a Xander laughing, and I'm really struggling to do it. I was just like, hey, this is what I want. I'm only commissioning people because I like their style and I want to support them. How do you go into stop not knowing what you want? No, unironically, especially because when I was working on doing commissions for top surgery, people wanted to support me, so they wanted a commission, but they didn't know what they wanted. And I'm not gonna lie, I started turning people away who didn't have a clear idea of what they wanted commissioned. Because like, yeah, I want to support you. Like, draw me whatever you want. And I was like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't have the time to just draw whatever I want for fun. I have hundreds of commissions to go through. Like, either I can send you a picture of one of my art pieces I've already done and you can pay me, or just donate to me. Here's my link to donate. I'm going to move on to the other 100 people who have something they want drawn. Like, thank you for your support. I'm not just going to doodle something for fun for you. I got to go. Like, that's not what we're doing here. You gotta do a little. Hey, Shay Griffin, thank you so much for the not a follow. Raid, welcome in. We're working on drawing one of my characters for a character sheet, and we're talking about commissions right now. Shay, how was stream? Tell me how stream went. Chatters, what did you guys get up to today? I hope you guys were having fun. Feel free to tell me about it. Also, feel free. I always forget to say this, and then I raid somebody else, and they say it to me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't do that. I feel so bad. Feel free to raid and run if you need to. Get some water, get some food, take care of yourselves, go to bed, whatever you are doing. I hope it goes well for you. Feel free to hang out. We're just chatting. But yeah, just saying, I remember you talking about taking commissions for top surgery, and there are people trying to help, but they would just be like, draw green. Draw anything green. Buddy, that's not what I'm an artist attempting to use my skill to pay for a surgery. I don't want to draw the color green for you. If you just want to donate, just donate. You don't have to get a service out of it. I was also working on a character sheet, making a prototype based on murder drones. Wait, that's so sick. A lot of my mods enjoy murder drones. I've also seen part of it. I don't think I've seen all of it, but very fun. That's dope. I'm working on my trigger word for the mods. I'm working on my lore character. Gasp, lore. Here, quick view you can have of him in a finished position. Ah, there goes all my mods sending the lore. This is my guy. I do have lore. That link that all of my mods just sent all at once is our TV show. Completely recorded, produced by myself and my two friends through Minecraft over the past couple of years. It's been an adventure to say the least. Oh, my back hurts so bad. Predator and Murder Jones, those work surprisingly well together. I hadn't thought about that. They do. I don't know if I like this, like, the laughing one. The laughing one just doesn't... I think I'm struggling to make it feel and look like Xander. Xan, question. Answer. What's up? I got you. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that his head is freaking melting. Also, your character is super amazing looking, by the way. The hair and the horns work very well together. Thank you. It's crazy. I forgot to draw their horns on both of these already. It's crazy because their design is old. It's something that's been developed over the several years with this art, the lore that's happening. It's kind of developed as we go. Let me get these in here. But I'm a big fan of their design. If I designed him nowadays, I was just joking about this with chat. If I designed him now, he would not look like this. He'd be quite a different design. But I'm glad he looks the way that he does, because like, I'm trying to figure out, would it like probably be like that actually. Something like that. Let me see if I can really quickly, without revealing anything, pull up the old drawings of him. The very, 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 very first time he was drawn was this one. It was the thumbnail for the first ever YouTube video I ever made, which is a Minecraft survival game. So this is the first time he ever got drawn. He had fuzzy ears back then and several other major differences, and I also didn't know how to draw. So, yeah, it was a weird little experience. Yep, Anterio's there. A lot was learned from there. And fairly recently I had redrawn that exact drawing, that exact pose, I should say, to have like an updated drawing of him. And got this. So, same character, same pose, just a several years difference, and a couple things have changed. Namely, my ability to draw, which I think is fun. But now it's just me desperately attempting to draw him again, and today it is just not working out. All right, let's get rid of this. How do you get more comms? TikTok, baby. I'm gonna be honest, no other platform has literally ever worked for me. TikTok is the only platform that's ever worked for me. And you cannot do low effort on TikTok, unfortunately. I have found that the key to TikTok is using your voice and your face and communicating with people. Speed paints don't work. Drawing art process doesn't work. Just talking about your commissions doesn't work. You have to use your personality. You have to be funny. It's got to be like most of your body, like hips up at least. You cannot just be holding your phone to your face. You got to set it down and back up. Good lighting. Like talk quick but not too quick. Be funny in the first 30 seconds. Edit the camera shots every once in a while to clip into you. Like there is actually like a skill to it. Like you can't just like post whatever the fuck you want, unfortunately. Despite the fact that anybody can go viral on TikTok, it does actually require like just a tiny bit of work. And sometimes like you can get away with it and just like do something random and it'll just go viral. Like I've had it happen before. I had a video of me laying in bed like on the verge of tears, being like, POV, you watch this while you brush your teeth so that I could afford top surgery. That video has like 200,000 views for no reason because people wanted to support. You can do those videos maybe once or twice. But Remy, if you want to, exclamation point socials, go to my Snapchat, go to my TikTok. One of my pinned videos is me offering opening commissions. And I'm doing this like whole video where I'm like, wait, I have a proposal for you. I need to get top surgery and I'm not asking for free. Don't give me donations. Let me do things for you. Let me make you videos. Let me draw you art. Let me send you pictures of my feet. Like I'm being fast. I'm being funny. I'm catching their attention. Like it is like entertaining is like a skill. And talking about TikTok like it's a skill feels very stupid. But it straight up is. Like there is like a level of like you're entertaining people. You have to kind of sell your soul just like a little bit. Chano. I'm thinking maybe put my whole high energy work personality. Yes. There's the reason I used to hate streaming and ended up having to change the way that I streamed because I was putting that whole high energy personality into every stream I was doing. It was fucking killing me. Like I couldn't keep it up for 6 hours a stream every stream. Like I was losing my marbles, which is why I do lower like chiller streams now. Like I do like more like chill based streams. Because I'll do my high energy shit on TikTok, or like if I'm trying to make a YouTube video, maybe, but I can't do that 6 hours a day. Back when I was doing it 5 days a week, like I as a human being have limits. So like it's one of those things that I recommend, like find your limits, you know, like don't kill yourself on it. But TikTok is a very easy platform that if you just like set yourself boundaries, that looks so unnatural. I was like, I want to have Xander like smiling or laughing, but I draw him so serious all the time. But in the Hive, he's so lighthearted and so joyous and so goofy, but it's so weird to draw him that way. He is such a joyous creature. Can I do like... I'm trying to like, I'm trying to like figure out how to Yeah. My pattern recognition goes crazy when it comes to looking at what works for TikTok. My pattern recognition loves social media. It's so, the thing is, I can usually tell you when a TikTok's gonna go viral or not. I can absolutely tell you within the first hour of it being posted. But if I'm like, okay, I need this TikTok to do well, I can usually manufacture what I need for it to go well. And it's not a perfect success rate because TikTok is very random and the algorithm does change pretty often. But I'm pretty good at being able to lock in. I was like, okay, I need this specific TikTok to go do well. Like, I know when and how to post that to be like, okay, this is the one that I'm gonna push out as hard as I can. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes there's no hope for me, and I gotta just hope for the best. But like, I don't know. God, I can't think of a single other pose for this dude. I was just gonna have him laughing. But like, I just... My TikTok has always been a silly little thing on the side for fun, but Lord, I wish I could get more comms. The only social media I've ever actually put effort into is my Tumblr, not gonna lie, but art does not do well on Tumblr, literally ever. Well, it can, but not often. Art does really well on Tumblr, but you have to be a big blog. Like, you have to drive traction there, because discovery on Tumblr is very difficult. Yeah. I honestly used to post more consistently when I used to strategize on what to post to get good numbers, but barely put anything on there anymore because I don't care about numbers anymore. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that's why my stream, it's not just that. Part of it is just my streams have not been very popular, and that just is what it is. But my streaming has begun to fail because I don't put the effort in that I used to. Like, and that's just true. It just is what it is. Like, I don't try. And I should, but I got tired. So I gave up. I used to love Tumblr because it was so much easier to get attention, but I ran out of things to say. I had that same feeling for Twitter. Twitter was so easy for me, but it fucking made me want to die. Twitter made me want to actually jump off so many bridges. Like, it was so bad for my mental health. For that reason, I've ended up with about 600 followers, but I bet a good chunk of them are just not my target audience. Yeah. It really is. It's hard. Like, it is. A lot of it is just, it's just hard work. It's just hard work over and over and over and over again forever. I don't know why people think that it's like, oh, you know, I won't have to go to work if I can just make it as an artist. Do you have any idea how much work being a self-owned artist is? How many hours a day that you're putting in? It is, unironically, I'm saying this seriously, it is easier for me to work a 9-to-5, 40 hours a week as a medical assistant than it was trying to solo run a social media everything. Right now, I get up, I go to work, 9 to 5, I come home. That's my entire day. When I was trying to run my life off of social media, it was Tumblr, it was Twitter, it was Reddit, it was Pinterest, it was Spotify, it was Twitch, it was Instagram, it was everything that you expect and everything you didn't expect. It was communicating with brands to try to set up brand deals. It was communicating with content creators to try to make collabs. It was streaming for 6 hours a day and then editing for 6 hours a day and then using every moment of the day that I wasn't editing on my computer to use my computer to export videos to YouTube or to Twitch or to something. It was learning how to use technology. It was spending money buying new technology. It was managing my own stuff. It was managing my schedule. It was making thumbnails. It was making audios. That, like, Is it hard work? No, like I'm not out there like fucking shoveling gravel, but it's exhausting and it never stops. And then not only is that, you're responsible for all of your own work, and if it fails, you're the only person to fall back on. There is no safety net. You're just fucked. If you can't make it work, you're simply fucked. And don't even talk about taxes. Taxes is a whole nother problem. It is not easier to be a self-employed artist than it is to just get a regular office job. Some days I post like 15 videos on TikTok and then I don't post for a week. I keep thinking I should space them out more intentionally. TikTok says 3 videos a day is the golden spot. You should, like, if you are making like a crazy, like, this is my job, if this is your full-time job, you should be posting 3 videos a day every day on TikTok. I don't do that, but I never post more than 1 video a day generally. Sometimes I will post 2 a day, but I try to keep it to 1 video a day. And I don't post every day. I post like 3 times a week. Man, I appear briefly every 3 to 6 months. Yeah, that feels more like how I do it too. I'm not quite that bad. But yeah, no, I ain't good at it. I'm so jealous of the content creators who haven't been posting longer than 3 days and already have over 1K views. My stuff averages like 400 at best. Yeah, and you have to remember, part of it is that TikTok is so fucking random sometimes. Like, sometimes I post a random throw out video and for some reason people think it's funny and it just catches. Like, and then it just goes. And I didn't have to do anything special. It's just TikTok's algorithm hit. And so there it goes. I really can't think of a single other pose for Xander, and I don't know why. I just, like, I feel like my brain is just completely empty today. I apologize that I've just been staring at this doing, like, fucking nothing, and it's because I have no idea what to do for him. Because these are just supposed to be, like, quick, like, poses, but, like, I just... My god, I cannot... Made a random joke about high school 3 years ago in that video's notifications still won't leave me alone. No, deadass. I made a video where I was doing a TikTok dance. And it was my biggest video for forever. And it's just because people hated it. Because whatever. No, it wasn't even that one. It was, I did a TikTok video. I did a video in 2020 of doing a TikTok dance. And then in like 2025, it was like, we're bringing back 2020. And so I redid the dance again, post-top surgery, wearing a little tiny shrug so my scars showed, and did the dance again with myself. I get 10 to 15 notifications a day from that notification, and all of them are hate comments. Every single one of them. Same thing with like the video I did where I was showing like my braids unbraided and being like, oh, look at my braids, look how long they are. Hair holds memories. And people cannot shut up about the fact that my hair looks greasy and I'm fat because I had just freshly showered and hadn't put a shirt on yet. So my hair was damp from the shower. And also I didn't have a shirt on. But like L, I guess. Yeah, people are crazy. I get so many hate comments on that specific video. Like all I hear is about how bad I smell according to the video. And like that I'm fat and whatever. And it's just like guys, I need one of you to come up with something original. Just one of you. There's so many of you here. Somebody's got to have an original idea. This is why I get into misanthropic ruts. This is why I'm a disembodied image online. That's fair. I will leave some original hate comments. I got you. Thanks, guys. I knew you guys would have my back. I gotta sneeze. I guess I will not be sneezing. I'm still gonna be sneezing. I can feel it coming. There's gotta be another Pose reference. I know I feel like I'm losing my mind right now. I don't need like anything crazy, but I can't just draw like another bust, but I don't have room for another full body. Like Azazel's got the 4. Zadkiel only has 3, but it's because his wings take up so much space. Myra's got standing, dancing, bow, and fixing hair. Azazel's got holding flowers, sleeping, a headshot, and praying. Janice is just looking pretty, laying down, standing. Kane is smoking, sleeping, puking. Maybe I need like another like loungy type one. I'll call you slurs that surely nobody has tried. And surely nobody has tried that yet. I thought you were about to say, I'll call you slurs nobody's heard of yet. And I was like, fuck yes, invent new slurs. Very original skull emoji. I get a lot of those. I'd make up slurs for you if you want. I would love that. Okay. I need a vote. Do I do a full body? I'm going to do a crouching image. Do I do a full body crouching of Xander in hive clothing when I do already have a full body of that? Or do I do him in either the Lost Ark clothing, which I would have to invent, which is fine, or pit clothing? Like, do I draw him as a child? Or is like the time where he's gone, or maybe the time when he's in the village? Like, do I do that, or do I just do the main outfit? Bro, I make a joke the other day of, can we have some slurs for my? Can we have some slurs for my cane and ass to use for myself, please? People were on my ass calling me a horrible person for suggesting making up slurs for silly. Good lord. Village. I made a TikTok saying I wish men would explore why women disagreeing with them triggers them so much, and they got triggered. Literally never gotten much hate that before, but damn, they hated that one. Yeah, pointing out that people get triggered has a bad tendency to trigger them. That is something I have noticed. I got canceled on Tumblr for saying that The Last of Us Left Behind was better than The Last of Us 2. I had to delete it. I've been canceled on not Tumblr, Twitter a couple of times, but all of them are just for existing. It's just for being trans, fat, and ugly. Like, that's the only thing I've been canceled for. I don't think I've been canceled for any bad takes. Very lucky for that. Every time I record a video about a bad take I delete it. I've never actually posted them. I record them and then I delete them. I think at one point I did have a discussion about the art fight drama that was going on, about like how some people were claiming that art fight was sexist because there were less women characters, and I was calling out the video for not being accurate and like misrepresenting data, and people really didn't like that. Yeah, I don't know. Check it like a Polaroid picture. I'm glad you're singing along as well. Some things really aren't that serious. Yeah. Two of my friends got canceled so hard in The Last of Us fandom back in the day. That's crazy. I love the song. What's the time? Well, it's gotta be close to midnight. My body is talking to me. It says time for danger. It says I wanna commit a crime. Wanna be the cause of a fight. I wanna put on my tight skirt and flirt with a stranger. I've had an act from way back in breaking the rules. Once I've learned the game, get up, life's too quick. I know someplace sick where this drizzle gets to the bay. We don't need any money. I always get in for free. You could get in too if you get in with me. Let's go. New Year's Day, taking me out tonight. Meow. Ah. If I were newbie. All right, I'm like crammed up over in this corner over here. Let's get over here. Something like this. I should do some art and go beg Tumblr for attention. Yeah. That reminds me, someone was like, get off of the Walking Dead tag because I was live posting on Tumblr. Just block me, bro. That's crazy. People just do crazy shit. I don't know if I've had any, like, I don't think I've had any big controversies on the internet. I did once. This is bad of me. I shouldn't do this. Please don't ever do this. I went on a gender critical Reddit forum. Because I hate myself, I guess. I went on a gender critical hate forum and I posted a ask me anything. I'm trans and seeking top surgery. Oh, brother. And I was on there for hours. I got so many comments. And like, there were people who really did want to talk, but it wasn't to ask me anything. It was to be like, what is wrong with you? Like trying to figure out like, what's wrong with you? Why are you like this? Like, why do you hate your body? Like, did your dad hit you? Did your mom leave you? Did you lose God? Like, do you like, oh my, like people were just trying to figure out like what caused this illness in you. It was crazy. And there were people like really desperately trying to get me to reconsider having top surgery. Mind you, at the time, I was probably 6 months into testosterone. Like I was a baby. I was brand new. Tell me why I've had 3 different Youngblood impersonator scammers up in my Pinterest DMs. What is this? Stop. That's crazy. I've never once checked my Pinterest DMs. Like my Pinterest DM requests, never once. I don't give a crap. But I want fake Youngblood in my DMs, bro. I want any Youngblood in my DMs. Climb on in, Dominic. You're welcome. Happy to have you. I'm on it, thank God. I can't remember where I heard, but someone was like talking about how people go, I was thinking about gender as a kid. And they were like, no shit. I wasn't thinking about gender as a kid. And they were like, no shit, you're cis. Listen, man, I also wasn't thinking about gender as a kid. I didn't figure that shit out until I was like mid-teenager. Just because you weren't thinking about it doesn't mean other people weren't. You know what you also probably weren't thinking about as a kid? Poverty. Oh well, some kids have to think about that. I don't like that I'm like on top of my own head. I say I as if I'm Xander. I really gotta disconnect myself. Still trying to decide if this is gonna be like, if this is like Pit Xander or Assassin Xander. Because I really could do like the... Because I've never actually drawn the assassin shit. Like I could like throw like a... this one needs to... Something like that. They're all like, "Oh hi, I see you're a fan. I hope you keep smiling and have a wonderful day. Message me here if you ever want to talk. I love to connect with my fans one-on-one." That's so crazy. I know Dom does actually think that way, but he's not sitting on people's fucking Pinterest. I mean, back in the day though, some artists did do that shit. You know what's crazy? I did once have a video call with Andrew Dennis Spearsick, the lead singer of Black Veil Brides, on no other site but fucking Omegle. Well, I call it Omegle, but I've been since corrected it's supposed to be Omegle, but I called it Omegle back in the day. So I'm gonna keep saying Omegle. I was on Omegle because there was a Twitter post or something that went out. And Andy's like, I'm gonna be on Omegle meeting random fans for the next hour, and like it was just like be under the Black Veil Brides hashtag, and I was just like clicking through, and shit you not, I met him. We talked for like 5 minutes. Most of it was me crying. My mom ran into the room because I screamed like somebody shot me. Like I was like, there's no chance, and then it was him, and I was just like, oh, no, and I just screamed like a high-pitched girl scream that I am physically no longer capable of doing, and started crying. And he was like, yo, I'm so excited to meet you too. And I was just like, it was incomprehensible, and my mom had to run in. It's ridiculous. One time this random YouTuber I follow on Instagram messaged me asking if I wanted to join her bootcamp. That's crazy. I've also met everybody from, I'm really gonna call out the old emos here. To the old emos who might be in my chat, I'm relying on you guys here. Anybody here remember My Digital Escape? I'm really digging it up now. Anybody around for the My Digital Escape YouTube era? It's a little bit niche, but I met all of them. I'm sure I recognized that, but I couldn't tell you. My Digital Escape was, it was Brian Stars, Alex Durame, Johnny Gilbert, oh fuck, what is his name? The one that Rumi really liked. D Fizzy? Yeah, Damon Fizzy. I swear there was at least one other person, but I can't think of who it was. Let me see if I can pull up. Yeah, there they go. This was My Digital Escape. This was the group. So it's Alex Durame, Johnny Gilbert. I don't remember her name. I think this is Damon Fizzy, Brian Stars. I don't remember these two either. These are just fucking, I mean, it like was absolutely crazy, but I've met all of them. I have photos with them. Brian Stars was the big one that everybody was like shocked to meet, because he was the one who did interviews with all the bands. So he'd interviewed and like essentially hung out with all of the bands. Like he was really close with a lot of them. And to meet him was like 1 degree away from like meeting your favorite bands. I had a YouTuber I used to watch reply to me in her comments when I was like 12, and that was life-changing because she was the first and only big YouTuber to reply to me ever, and I fully forgot she existed until today. Literally just saw her on TikTok live for the first time in like 10 years, and she's so weird now. She was talking about white Jesus. Ew, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I remember I have it posted on an Instagram that I don't use anymore. I've completely locked it down, but I keep it up as an archive. That I had made a post about My Digital Escape, and Brian Stars had liked liked my Instagram post, and of course then my next Instagram post was a screenshot of Brian Stars has liked your post, and me just losing my mind. I thought it was the coolest thing that had literally ever happened to me because he was huge. He had interviewed all of my favorite like bands. Okay, yeah, that's there we go. It wasn't D Fizzy. I apologize. I'd leave D Fizzy out of this. It was Alex Durame, Brian Stars, Johnny Gilbert, Shannon Taylor, Jordan Sweeto, Kyle Hall, and Jaden Whale. That's who it was. I don't know who D Fizzy is. D Fizzy was another YouTuber, I'm sure. I've also ran into fuck, I don't remember his name. Oh my god, it was the I'm gonna try to describe him. This is also niche internet culture. He was a YouTuber who made music videos, and he made them wearing like all white, like gothic face paint, and this big, huge black, like American, like Native American headdress. Like, I don't know if I will find it. Oh, I found him immediately. What is his name? Social Repose. Social Repose. As soon as I saw his face, I remembered. Yes, Social Repose. This fucking lunatic. This fucking lunatic. Okay, so I hated him. I always disliked him because I thought he was an absolute freak. I did not like this guy. But one of my friends really, really, really liked him. And then it came out, I don't remember if it came out that he was, like, that he had essayed somebody, or like he did something really awful. I don't remember what it was, but it came out that he had done something really awful. It was, knowing that time of that era, it was probably essay. Or some type of grooming. And we had just found out that he was, like, awful. Like, that he was a really bad guy. And then we went to an anime convention, and he was fucking there, and we ran into him. And we ended up going back up to the hotel room, and my friend, like, sat on the floor and cried. Because she's like, if this would have happened, like, 3 days ago, it would have been, like, the best day of my life. Like, I would have been so incredibly thrilled to meet him. But now to, like, have everything be ruined and then meet him. Like, to meet him right after you find out that, like, this person you loved is actually a freak. Like, was so devastating for her. Oh my god, she was so upset. Sat on the floor and what? I'm crying, I got an ad. I'm poor and I got an ad. Still in an ad. I'll retell you in a second. Never mind, I'm free. Hi. She sat on the floor and cried. She sat on the floor and cried because, see, like, if she had met him 4 days before, it would have been, like, the best day of her life. But because it, like, she had looked up to him for forever, I don't know, a couple of years, and, like, thought he was, like, the coolest dude ever, and then it turned out he was an awful guy, and then she met him, like, days later. It was just, like, awful experience for her. I'm just, like, blindly remembering it. It was just so crazy. Ugh. I don't know why I try so hard to make large things in The Sims. I am overwhelmed. I have the same problem with Minecraft. Like, I simply don't know how to do Minecraft in a simple way. I don't know if this is a canon design. I'm just kind of screwing around right now. But Xanar's always got like some kind of like little braids in. So trying to do like... I don't know if I'm actually going to do this as like the assassin outfit because I just don't... I've never drawn him in it before, so I would have to completely design it from nothing. This is a really conflicting page. We've got like just a regular guy just kind of giving you a little smile and being a little happy. We have nude dude just reaching out to you ominously. We have this melancholic motherfucker with his hair blowing in the wind and this low-cut V shirt. And some dude crouching on the ground in an assassin's outfit and a knife. He contains multitudes, that's for sure. Yeah, this is my favorite superhero nude dude. He does contain multitudes. Yeah. I think I might... I was like, I could do like the pit instead. I don't know if this will be easier to do or not. Oh god, my tablet's dying. Because then I just have to do like these like really really like ripped up pants or whatever. You know, something like that. Maybe real scrawny then. And have that like he does like kind of like this like drapey situation going on, doesn't he? Little sad guy. Okay, instead of art, maybe I try to figure out if I've got a new fiction kin type. Always an option. The only thing is, if I was going to do it this way, I should probably make him a little bit more childish, but I'd really struggle to do that. I really do struggle making people look kid shaped. I know part of it is just thin him out. I don't know. I'll figure out something. I hate this too, honestly. This also sucks. I hate everything about this drawing. Dustfinger from Inkheart. What a fucking deep pull. I stole this book. I've never owned Inkheart. Never got the chance to. I know I could buy it for myself. I just couldn't afford it. But at least in the time when I was looking for it. But I stole this one. God, ink spell. God. I got a Martin stole from a flea market the other day, and boy, I've been having some feelings. That's funny. Ollie, why are you crying? What's the cry going on? What's the cry for? Is it because I said I hate this drawing too? Because I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit. I just like I don't know why I hate like every pose I've drawn here. You're breaking my heart. I just like all of the other ones on this page look good. Like I can't seem to get this to. I don't know. I don't know why I'm just really struggling to get anything that I like. Hmm. 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 Okay, Pinterest just showed me a shirt that says hunting season. That's wild. Maybe Okay, we're trying another idea. There's another one. There's got to be another one. There's always another one. Ah. No. I'm suffering. Loves dust fingers? So did we all. So did we all. Okay. I need to plug my tablet in. Please. And I can't be doing this all night. What time is it? Oh god, it's 11:30. Okay, this is my last attempt at a drawing here. And I'm thinking mm, I don't know how to draw faces at any angle ever. Something like this. I think this is the one I want. I think this is what I've been looking for. I think this is what I was looking for. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted for sure. I will actually work on like drawing this like face, how a face is supposed to work, but he looks really worse for wear here. Yeah, that's what I wanted. God, I don't know why that was torture. Technically, because of Inkard, I got accused of witchcraft, right? Of course, that makes sense. Timing says I must sleep. Oh, God. But that's exactly what I was picturing when you were asking for ideas at the start. Probably should have voiced that one. I lied. I didn't commence sleep. I got distracted because my drawing was going too well. It felt. Now I just have to make the decision of if I put him in a shirt or if I leave him topless. And he doesn't have the chest piece yet, but he'll have all of these. Or maybe I'll have him like in a shirt. I'll put him in like a long sleeve, but it's like rolled up. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like rolled up like this. And we'll have like the runes and stuff over here. And then also band-aids. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Something like this. Stuck on Band-Aid brand, cause Band-Aid stuck on me. I remember that one. That you brought that out of my mind. Brought that directly from my memory. There we go. This feels like it contains multitudes, but all of these multitudes are him. Because the thing is, the pit and the Lost Ark, like, it just, like, the laughter thing didn't look right. The pit and the Lost Ark just don't feel like him. But all of these feel distinctly Xander. These all feel Xander. I think that's fun. These will be the ones that we go with. I've never done, like, a character page with him. I don't draw him doing shit very often. The most I draw Xander doing is sitting, and sometimes sitting in other positions. And that one time I animated him doing a back bend, if you know what I mean, if you remember that episode. But like, that's all I really draw him doing. But, alright. It's 11:30. I've got my sketches down. Dear God, that took... How long did that take? Oh, only 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Ugh. I love this song. Alright, losers. Are there enough of you around here? You guys ready to play a game of Contexto before we're done for the night? Y'all down for a game of Contexto before we wrap this shit up for today? Alright, let's play this, motherfuckers. Whoa, let's get some context up in here. Alright. Who, dear me, would like to be our first word offerer? Do we want to do something relevant to stream? Rotten has said cake. That's where we're starting today. And Tyrio has said abalone. Abalone is literally only 300 words away, and I don't even know what an abalone is. Isn't that a type of snail? Why is that only 300 words away? Anyways, cake is 14,000 words away. Arctic says sleep. Sleep is 2,000 words away. Ali says shrimp. Great guess. Only 360 words away. That's really not far. Arctic says fish. Fish is literally only 88 words away. We're gonna do this in one try. This is crazy. Lobster, only 110 words away. Emily says restaurant. 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 Not that. Starfish, says Jess. Starfish is only 52 words away. Mussel, says Remy. 180 away. Rotten says ocean. 1,600 away. Ollie says shark, which is my favorite word. 160 words away. Plankton is 4,000 words away. Just says sand. 293 words away. Arctic says shell. 80 words away. Tyria says aquarium. Aquarium 420 words away. Arctic says octopus. 140 words away. Ara says tuna. 1,900 words away. Our top words so far are sand, mussel, shark, octopus, lobster, fish, shell, and starfish. I'm gonna say the word clam. Nope, 460 words away. Tyria says crab. Crab is our new closest with only 47 words away. I'm gonna say mermaid. Nope, 490 words away. Arctic says crustacean. Crust. Scene. 250 words away. Just says claw. Big meaty claw. Wrong. Crayfish. Crayfish is our new closest with 41 words away. Crayfish is our new closest. Our closest now being fish, shell, starfish, crab, and crayfish. Ollie says crawfish. 700 words away. Quite far. Ara says fossil. Fossil's only 147 words away. Crawdad. Nope, that one doesn't exist. Prawn. 1,300 words away. Nautilus. Nautilus. Nope, 2,000 words away. Damn. Not a word. Emily says mollusk. Mollusk is 230 words away. What can I guess? Crab. I'm gonna say flounder. No, 3,000 words away. Oyster. Oyster. Oyster is 490 words away. Our top words currently fish, shell, starfish, crab, and crayfish. Pearl. Nope. Geoduck. Whatever the fuck that is. 8,000 words away. Salmon. 2,600 words away. I'm going to say the word shell. Did we guess that? Yeah, okay. I'm going to say the word exoskeleton. Nope. 2,100 words away. Turtle. Turtle is 2. Turtle is 2. Rotten. Turtle is 2. Turtle. Sea turtle. Sea turtle. C-T-U-R-T-L. Oh my god. T-U-R-T-L-E. It doesn't know that word. Toys, says Ollie. Ollie! Was it Ollie or Emily who said it first? Okay, Emily said it first. Emily said it and then Ollie said it, but you guys said it together. Emily, congratulations, and follow up Ollie, congratulations on Tortoise in only 36 guesses. All three of you said it. Oh, and Remainder also said it. Yeah, Emily, Emily and Ollie and Remy all said it at the same time. Congratulations to all three of you for getting Tortoise immediately. And shout out to Rotten for turtle being the word that got us there. Our closest words were tortoise, turtle, iguana, lizard, reptile, gecko, snail, frog, snake, rabbit, hare, leopard. Why leopard? Oh, leopard turtles. That's my guess. Leatherback turtles, Galapagos turtles, crocodile turtles, amphibian, hamster. AI is so stupid. Gopher. Oh, because it goes in and out of the holes. Oh, that would make sense in my head. Hedgehog. Crazy. Anyways, that was our word for today. Hamsters are pets and so are tortoises. Yep, surely. Tarantula. Wow, that one went really fast. Good job, you guys. Sometimes we really struggle on those, and today you guys absolutely destroyed it. All right. Who's alive right now? We've got some art people who are live. Oh my god, we haven't rated Peachy Saiyan in forever. Bro, fuck it. Let's rate Peachy. I haven't rated Peachy Saiyan in God knows how long. I haven't made it to the end of the stream in a while. Not a good time for sleep. Yeah, I felt that. All right, we're gonna rate over to Peachy Saiyan because I haven't rated her in forever. Loading up a raid. Thanks for hanging out while I was trying to figure out the fuck I was drawing for Xander. I eventually will work on his actual things. Until that next time that I see, which is probably going to be on Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And draw your dad in the era of which he is not himself. Or I'm just